Hi there, welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video, I've decided to do a little weekend reading vlog, and there just so happens to be a theme. And that theme is haunted houses. So we've got a classic and a newer release. When was this? I don't know, we'll figure it out. But the first one that I want to start with is The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. And I got both of these from the library. I am super excited to read this. I've been wanting to read it for so long. I've been wanting to watch the TV film adaptations. I think I've seen a movie based on this book before, but now there's like so many other books coming out that are like inspired by this book. It's just time. I've been meaning to read it for so long, and I honestly want to start with this one first. And both of these are pretty short, so I should be able to finish them this weekend. Husband is working all weekend. It's so gloomy and a little bit rainy outside, so it's perfect. And then the other one is A House with Good Bones by Kingfisher, which I heard has similar vibes to the September House, which came out last month. I read, reviewed, I'll put a link up there, and to that no spoiler review. But anyway, I heard that this book has very similar vibes to that one, and I have never read Kingfisher, and I have wanted to read her for a while. I'm really excited to get started on these, so I'll take you throughout my weekend. And yeah, it's just gonna be a cozy, spooky, scary, good time. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I'll check back in with you soon. Okay, so the whole day has gone. I've been reading a little bit here and there, and I have 65 pages left of this book. It finally picked up and things started happening about 60-70% of the way through, which makes sense for this type of horror, and I get it. It was so slow getting into it. I was like, please, something happen. But I do love the characters, the way that they interact with each other, and kind of like the development of that has been very interesting, even when there was nothing spooky going on. But yeah, I've got 65 pages left. It's pretty late. It's already after 9, which for me is late. And it's still raining. Now it's actually raining heavily, not just a drizzle. But I'm going to finish this hopefully tonight before I fall asleep. And so that way I can start Kingfisher's A House with Good Bones tomorrow morning. Alrighty, bye. Hey there. So last night I did in fact finish The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson, which I can't believe that I forgot that Shirley Jackson is also the author of the short story The Lottery, that I have read so many times in school and love. So, oh my gosh, that was so disturbing. I should not have finished it so late at night on a stormy night where I am at home alone. My dishwasher or dryer was like making these thudding sounds. It was truly creepy. But yeah, no, it was really, really good. So I definitely want to next put in a hold at my library for We Have Always Lived in the Castle. Although I'm sure I could probably just buy it and love it. I'm just making breakfast right now. So today, I'm going to start and hopefully be able to get through most of Kingfisher's We Have Always Lived, not We Have Always Lived in the Castle. My brain is still waking up. A House with Good Bones. So having like more of a classic, even though it is modern, but you know, The Haunting of Hill House, I would say, is more classic horror. And then A House with Good Bones would be like more contemporary. and just kind of like being able to compare those two. Although I know from what I've heard, A House with Good Bones is supposed to be like a cozy horror, which I feel like I need after The Haunting of Hill House, because that was not cozy. No, once it picked up, it went. And I love a good descent into madness, and that's what I got. And the writing was amazing. I kind of saw it coming. It was a tad predictable, but I didn't mind it because I love the way it was predictable, because the author set us up for it in her writing, and I appreciate the way that it was done. So I'm curious about the show, if they follow the book, because I don't know, I just don't see that working out for like a current day TV show, unless it's like 3 or 4 episodes. I don't know, it just, once it moves, it really moves. So I think that they did have to take some liberties with the writing of the book, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. I kind of like it that way sometimes. And so I do wonder if the show was created for people who loved the book or for people who haven't read the book. So people who haven't read the book, it might follow a little bit more closely in the sense of like the ending. But people who read the book, it might give more of a modern take. I don't know. That's the way that I look at that. That's just my opinion. But I am going to finish up breakfast real quick, eat breakfast while watching the 3rd and final episode of this Amazon Prime docu-series, like very, very limited series about the Twin Flames universe cult. Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes yesterday, like during my little breaks and while I was eating and stuff. So I'm gonna watch the 3rd episode this morning. I had listened to a podcast about this before and just kind of like generally knew about it, but man, the docu-series is pretty good. And it's on Prime, and it's like Desperately Seeking Soulmate Twin Flame Universe. If you just search Twin Flame, you'll find it. It's pretty good. Very interesting. There's a Vanity Fair reporter who followed the cult for a while and got to do some one-on-one interviews with and like, I guess, live with the cult leaders for a little while. I don't know if I can like say that it's a cult, allegedly a cult, I guess. I don't know, but it is a cult. Okay, so I will check back in after I've read a little bit of A House with Good Bones. I should be able to finish it today. We'll see. I also have a lot of stuff that I need to get done around the house because we are really, really close to baby time, and I need to finish preparing for that. But anyways, see you later. Okay, so I am just over 100 pages into this. I've been flying through it, even though I have stopped to take a few breaks throughout the day. It's almost 4 p.m. now, so I have roughly about 130, 140 pages left. I could totally finish this today, but honestly, it's Sunday. I have work tomorrow. I'll read some more. I don't know that I'll finish it tonight just because I am feeling very, very tired. I did get out and go grab some more groceries that I forgot about yesterday. And also I need to do some more laundry and just more things in general. But this is great. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. I love a book. Okay, so like the main character, the daughter, is an archaeoentomologist, so like an archaeologist but for bugs. And I love a book that goes like so deep into some niche, like specialty, like entomology, and just throws these little fun factoids that have nothing to do with a haunted house. Like, I get how it's tied to the story, but it just adds like this fun little extra spice, or not like spice in the way that we normally talk about spicy in books, but like it just adds this just something extra, just lovely about the experience. You feel like you're learning a little bit of something new. I don't know. I enjoy it. I like the daughter's sense of humor and kind of her awkwardness. She's 2 years younger than me, so like I'm definitely finding a theme where women in their early 30s as narrators are like, I am definitely in that demographic right now, and I am loving it. But anyways, this is so much different from House on Haunted Hill. And not that it was supposed to be similar, like by no means, but honestly, like it's set during the summer. Well, so is House on Haunted Hill, actually, now that I think about it. Hill House? Wait, what was that book called? The Haunting of Hill House. Oh my God, pregnancy brain is killing me. Anyway, this is great though. I am freaking loving it. I don't think that it's like, okay, so I know that people are calling this cozy horror. I don't know that I would call it cozy. It's definitely not like as disturbing as most horror is. I mean, unless you really, really hate bugs. I mean, the bug thing isn't like they don't go into such crazy detail. Like there is one part earlier in the book with like a swarm of ladybugs, but I feel like ladybugs are the bugs that even people who don't like bugs like me are okay with touching and picking up. So I don't know, it has everything that a horror book should have, but like lighter. Like, I don't know, like it's literally like the lemonade of horror books. Like that's how I would describe this. It's just sweet and refreshing and cool. Yeah, lemonade of horror. That's what I would say. So I'm not quite halfway. I'm almost halfway, but I'm really, really enjoying this. Also, the mother-daughter dynamic, like, can we talk about how healthy it is? Like, they genuinely have so much love and respect for each other. Like, this is the type of mother-daughter relationship that I was wanting from Mother-Daughter Murder Night. Like, this was the type of relationship that I was looking for, where they could joke, where like the older, like, you know, grandmother age, although our daughter in this scenario doesn't have her own daughter, so she's not a granddaughter. Anyway, I'm not gonna get sidetracked. I wanted to see an adult mother-daughter relationship that was as healthy as this one and as caring and loving. And I am just now realizing this was what I wanted from Mother-Daughter Murder Night. And I mean, you get it here. You get it here. It's so good. And it is starting to get a little bit creepier. Like, there have been a few creepy things that have happened so far, such as with the ladybugs. But again, it's like light. Like, it's not anything that's going to give me nightmares tonight. Like, I was second guessing myself reading Haunting of Hill House in bed last night. This I could read at night by myself, stormy day, like stormy, all that, and be just fine. So yeah, I'll probably end up checking back in the morning to wrap up this whole blog. I don't know, we'll see. But this is so good, and as soon as I get done with it, I'm going to find a used copy, probably of this and of Nettle and Bone, Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to find one of Nettle and Bone because I have been wanting to read that ever since it came out. And this has just like solidified T. Kingfisher for me. And I'm not even halfway. So, alrighty. See you in a bit. Okay, so it is many days later. This is just the best that we're doing today. It's been a week. I just logged out of work and I need to take books back to the library and possibly pick up some more holds. But anyway, finally finished A House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher, and I really, really like this book. I ended up putting it down with like 40, 50 pages left instead of just finishing it in one day because I'm not going to go into details because again, I hate spoilers, but something really jarring happened at the end as far as like plot wise. Like I see how the author prepared the reader for the events that happened. However, it still felt so sudden. Wow, the sun is coming in right there. Is that better? No. Okay. Anyway, so it was just so jarring that I put it down and I didn't want to pick it back up. But when I finished it, I was like, wow, that's a really good ending. It just kind of took me out of that momentum that I originally had. And as someone who loves to read, but also has a really bad attention span, that was rough. And so it just took me a little bit longer, but I still gave it 4 out of 5 stars just because it was an amazing book. I loved the ending. It was just the connection. I wish that, wow, the lighting is just, okay. Oh God. Okay, well I couldn't record this in the morning, A, because I was working, and B, there was a wood chipper going on right outside of my house, which was very loud and distracting. Okay, but now like it looks normal with the blinds closed. Anyway, I should start this over. Nope, because the sun's gonna move or a cloud's gonna go in front of it. Whatever, let's just keep on charging through so that we can go to the library, get these turned in, and get some more. So yeah. Great book. So funny, so endearing. Still something. Oh my gosh, birds are flying by and it looks really creepy with the shadows. Okay, focus. Remember what I said about that damn attention span. Anyway, so my favorite thing has to be the mother-daughter relationship, especially after a few of the books that I've recently read where the mother-daughter adult relationship was just bad at the least and atrocious at the worst. And so it's just like, I understand why this is marked as comfort horror. And it does get a bit more intense at the end, which was good. I liked that. But yeah, it was just a lot. So those are my 2 haunted house horror reads. Of mostly the weekend and then like 40 pages last night. Can't wait to get We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson, and I also want to look out just like this edition and this series of editions. Like, it's so cool looking, and the black edges. I mean, it's so gothic. I love it. But no, this has been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed both of these, both quick books. Both I could have finished in a day, but this one I got discouraged. Also, I've just been exhausted this week because every day has felt like a whole week. But anyway, so that's the wrap up on that. Loved them both, had a great time. Next thing that I'm reading is either going to be, because these are also library books, I have other books on my TBR cart that I want to read more, but I need to prioritize library books. So it's either going to be We Spread by Ian Reid or The Hacienda by Isabel Cañas. I want to read this one more because obviously this is the mood that I'm in right now. But I know that oops, sorry, I shouldn't have put that down on the table. I know I'm going to be able to fly through this just because of the way that Ian Reid writes. And I flew through Foe I have it on my bookshelf. You can't see it. I don't know why I'm pointing. I flew through that like pretty quickly, but I didn't love that. But I've heard way more good things about We Spread. So we'll see about that. And then also, just funny story, my husband messaged me last night because he's been on nights, as I mentioned before. I think I mentioned that before, but anyway, he was like, there's this movie coming out called Eileen, and it's based on a book. You need to read the book. So that means that he wants to go see the movie with me, and I have taught him well. He knows he needs to give me enough time to read the book. And of course, it's by Tessa Moshfegh. I don't know if I pronounced her name right, but I've been wanting to read, or at least try more of her. The only book that I've attempted to read is My Year of Rest and Relaxation, which I got like a quarter of the way through and was like, wow, I don't care for this. Like, it's not bad. It's just like, why am I reading this? But I know that that's like one of her like less favorite, like it's more hyped because of book talk, but I don't know that it's actually like a favorite among non-book talky readers. I don't want to be offensive because I don't have anything against book talky readers, but I don't align with their tastes. So I know that like a lot of her other stuff is more appealing, and he's just like, he is dying to go see this movie when it comes out, and he's like, it looks amazing. And he described the trailer to me and I was like, okay, all right, yeah, I need to pick up the book. So I put a hold on that for the library, and hopefully I'll get that soon. And then if I really like that one, then I might invest some more money into Tessa Moshfegh, because there were a few of her other more recent releases. Eileen, I believe, is her debut novel, but some of her more recent releases like Lapnova, and then there was one that came out last year or year before last that I really wanted to read, that had like a woodsy sort of setting. So we'll see. But anyways, that is it for this reading vlog. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know about other haunted house books. I just saw another booktuber that I follow. She literally just posted a video like this today, and her thumbnail looked really good. I might actually try to copy her thumbnail. But anyway, so I am going to go ahead, return some of these books that I've read. I'm also returning The Sword of Destiny from the Witcher series. I'm just not in that reading mood right now. I can always come back to it later. It's spooky season. I'm not here for that at the moment. And there's so many books that I want to read that I have. So anyway, have a great one, and let me know what you're reading and if you've read any of these and what you think about them. But no spoilers in the comments. Don't ruin it for anyone else. And have a great day. Bye.